Ah, yes. Today is my birthday. And it's soon going to be Super Mario 3D All-Stars birthday soon. Super Mario 3D All-Stars is going to be 2 years old on September 18th, 2022. I have to say that this game was misunderstood. I feel like a lot of people didn't like it because, well, first of all, it was a limited release, and second of all, there was no Galaxy 2. But today I'm going to talk about why it's not a lazy port like everyone else says it is, and why I feel like it's worth the money you have. All three games were made for the Switch. I mean, I thought Nintendo were going to port these games to the Switch, and I was right with the Mario remasters, and yeah. So, first, let's talk about the menu. I heard a lot of people didn't like the menu because of how bland it is, but I actually like the menu of this, of 3D All-Stars. It shows, like, the date it was released, a little description about it, and the language you could choose from it. And it also shows the soundtracks where you can listen to the music, which is pretty cool. So let's talk about Super Mario 64. Super Mario 64's resolution's now at 720p, and the game still looks the same as it does back in 1996. I feel like the game is pretty good for its time, and I feel like the platforming is still good. Still good in this game. The controls were wonderfully implemented, and the game just works pretty fine. I still don't like the booting system, the graphics, and the camera of the game. They're just hideous. Hard to control. Although the game still holds up in terms of controls and some of the easy levels, but some of the levels can be a bit hard at times. Otherwise, I feel like 64 was pretty well on the Switch. My only problem is no so long Gay Bowser, and the screen it plays in widescreen instead of full screen. And yeah, it's a pretty good game on the Switch, and it's worth playing. Now let's talk about Sunshine. Super Mario Sunshine was originally on the GameCube, and it's still a pretty good game. I heard a lot of people didn't like it due to it being different from Mario 64. And I have to say that the controls in this version of Sunshine were pretty good. I mean, I love the how they updated the visuals in this game. They look more beautiful than ever than on the GameCube. The controls are pretty cool, even though they can be a bit confusing at times. And I feel like they did a good job fixing everything they did with the GameCube version, like the cutscenes. They made the cutscenes be updated 1080p, which was a massive upgrade compared to 64. I feel like Sunshine still looks beautiful to this day a bit, and it still has the beautiful visuals like the water and colors that pop right in front of you. I still don't like how unbalanced the game is, due to being the most frustrating of all the 3D Marios, even compared to 64. But it's still a good game to play if you're a fan of this collection. I played Sunshine right now, and I'm literally only have 17 or 18 shines in. I'm trying to get good at the game. I'm also trying to complete 64, which is pretty good. I think Sunshine's a pretty good game. Now let's talk about my favorite out of the collection, Super Mario Galaxy, released back on the Wii. And I also have a Wii right here, and I sometimes play Galaxy on the Wii. Super Mario Galaxy holds up pretty well on the Switch. The controls were wonderfully implemented compared to the Wii version. The resolution and art direction still hold up. They even look more gorgeously beautiful compared to Odyssey. I feel like Odyssey had some very jumbled up art direction with the whole realistic humans and stuff. The visuals are still impressive to this day. They even look beautiful in 1080p on HD. And the colors just pop out of you like if it's now a modern Mario title. I feel like it's the most beautiful out of all the 3D Mario games. I also like how the Music is still beautiful too. I think the soundtrack is one of the greatest in any video game. Also, I forgot to say something. I'm very happy that they made the spin attack implemented to a button. I always wanted that to happen. But thankfully they fixed that in the Switch version. I still like shaking the console to make Mario spin attack. It's still pretty good. Although I think also there's one thing I don't like about the Galaxy playing on handheld mode. I don't like how there's a touchscreen. I'm not a fan of touchscreen controls in video games. I didn't like how they made the pointer be accessible to a touchscreen control in handheld mode, which isn't really a big deal because I prefer playing this on a console or on tabletop mode. Super Mario Galaxy is still a masterpiece to this very day on the Switch. I still consider it one of Mario's greatest adventures ever, even though I prefer 3D World. So, now that we talked about the 3 games in the collection, how they hold up, let's talk about the soundtrack. Okay, I absolutely love the soundtrack in this game, these 3 soundtracks. I like how you can listen to them with the screen on and off. And let's go listen to some of my favorites. So, my favorite from this is the main theme, of course. Let me top the volume. Da, 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 da. This song is already nostalgic to me, despite first playing Mario 64 last year. Such a nostalgic song. And now my favorite for Super Mario Sunshine is probably the casino. No. Probably the park. Oh, this sounds so classy. I like this song. Such a good song to listen to when you're on vacation or you're in a saloon. And for Galaxy, my favorite song for Galaxy is probably Eggplant. No, let's do the greatest theme of all time. So epic and uplifting. This is probably the most epic Mario song. Now that I talked about everything 3D All-Stars has, let me talk about emulating. I think 3D All-Stars is worth the price. $20 for 64, $20 for Sunshine, $20 for Galaxy. And yeah. Another thing that I don't like about the game, about this game, is that they say emulating is better than getting this. I disagree. Emulating could cause viruses, which could ruin the game. That's why I recommend 3D All-Stars over anything else, over emulating. Honestly, that's my defense video of 3D All-Stars. I hope you enjoy, and happy birthday to me!